Hey fam, welcome back. For my new viewers, hey, welcome. My name is Elle. Don't mind that noise in the background. It's just my dog crying. She's crying. She always cries when she's away from me. If she's not up under me, she's crying. That's just how she is. She's a Pisces, just like I am. So she's just like the animal energy representation of me. So it's quite interesting to have a dog that behaves the way that I feel on an animalistic, energetic level. So, fam, I wanted to connect with you today, especially this video is geared towards twin flames. I want to say my sisters out there, but definitely some masculines can identify with this information as well. I am a divine twin flame who is on the path to harmonization and union. I have known that I have been a twin flame for quite some time. I want to say since 2011. I've been in. I dated my twin flame back when 9/11 happened, and we dated for about 5 years. We broke up. I knew something was going on because I could feel him, and all the things he experienced. Fast forward, um, and now he is on the path of figuring out what's going on with him, as well as this energetic connection that we share. And all through that, I have gone through ups, downs, trials, tribulations, happy, sad, all the whole gambit of things I've gone through, I've experienced, and it has definitely been a blessing. This phenomenon is not for the faint of heart, and it is something that will definitely help you grow on all levels of your being, in all areas of who you are and who you think you are and who you came to be. So I wanted to share with you today, with any of my beloved twin flame family members who are in a challenging type of energy that makes you feel like you love your beloved. You feel them in the core of who you are. They may or may not accept, acknowledge, and even know about the connection, but you know it. You know it in your heart of hearts, and you are wondering why they don't know, or they're not aware, or why they are not reacting and or behaving to what you know that they feel. And being in this type of having this type of experience while in this energetic connection is very challenging, and it could weigh very heavily on you because and when you try to speak to other people who have never experienced this, they say things to you that are very discouraging and that make you feel like you might be going crazy, and that might also make you feel like you just want to give up on what it is that you feel and that you know, and not listen to the messages that you receive. But those are just tests. Those are tests for you, and you'll always have the opportunity to pass the test if you feel like you didn't pass the test. But that's a blessing that we are given while we are here and on our path and on our journeys. So along with feeling this heaviness and this uncertainty, you also, like, all of your focus is on your beloved. Why aren't they doing this? Why aren't they doing that? When will they do this? When will they do that? It feels very uncomfortable. And then, you could even take it a step further. What if you are in communication with your beloved and they are aware of the energetic connection, and they have expressed how they feel about you, and it is also in a romantic way, and you may feel uh, romantic towards them as well, but there's something that's stopping you all from um, harmonizing. There's something that's blocking your union from occurring, and you don't understand why, and you're always faced with these challenges. Things come up and you're triggered, you trigger each other, you trigger yourself, and you're always working through these things. And your whole focus at this point is, oh my goodness, why are they? Why are they doing this? Why is they? And what we don't realize when we are in this cycle is that what we focus on is what we get. So we might want our beloved to understand or realize certain things, but our focus is on them. So what would their focus be on? It's a mirror effect. So their focus will be on them as well. And not only that, think about it like this. So, as a twin flame, we must also understand that part of the reason that we are here is for a mission and or missions. One of the main reasons that we have decided to come back to Earth is so that we can break down the structure of how things are and build up a new way of living and being and relating to ourselves and other people. So, our relationship and how we relate to and communicate with our beloved will not be the same as how we relate with other people, because one of the things that we do, and I will reiterate again, is to break down the structure of what is here because it's not working, so that we could build something new and better that will work for everyone, that everyone could utilize, not just us. So we will go through a lot of uncomfortable and challenging periods within our connection with our beloved, and it will break down the structure of what we think are our what we think relationships are, and how we relate to our beloved, and how we relate to ourselves and other people. So the dynamic of our quote unquote relationship with our beloved will not be the same. It won't be the same as it is with other people. It will be completely different, and that's where the challenge comes in, because we think that it's going to be the same. We behave as if it is going to be the same. We intend for things to be the same. We desire things to be the same, but in reality, it won't be the same, because we weren't created for it to be the same. We were created so that we could break the mold of how relationships are and break how we relate to ourselves and each other. So when we break molds, sometimes things are painful. Things shatter on the ground, and we could sweep it up, but there's a tendency to leave things that we can't see with our naked eye, and we step on them and we end up bleeding or hurting ourselves. So that's the pain that we may feel, because we're breaking the mold, we're breaking the programs with regards to our relationships and how we communicate. We're breaking the our beliefs. Is all Everything is breaking down when it comes to relationships, and what's happening is our egos are holding on to it, because our egos think that they know what's right for us, but our souls and our hearts know something different. So when we feel that pain, or we feel that yearning or that wanting for them to do this, or to feel this, or to behave like this, or for it to just be like this, that is part of us resisting the breakdown of the programs, the breakdown of the paradigm, the breakdown of the ancestral lineage that we have with connection to how we relate to our spouses and our family members and ourselves. That's part of what causes the pain. And one of the things that you can do to alleviate and or heal the pain is to sit quietly with yourself and try to think about the first time that you have experienced that same type of pain at the earliest point in your life, and just replay it. Identify yourself at that age or stage in the experience. Give yourself a name, and when you get to that point where you are experiencing the pain in the playback, what you can do is you can step in as you are now and give advice to that past you. comfort that passed you, counsel that passed you, hug that passed you, encourage that passed you, do whatever it is that you need to do with to and for that passed you, so that um, as you play out this visualization and memory, you're changing the structure of your own memory. So you're changing the how the energy moves through your body, and you're changing your memory of it. So you're changing your neurological pathways with regards to how you're going to feel and remember and perceive this memory from this point on. And you can always go back to this memory if you start to feel this, that heavy energy or whatever energy it is that doesn't feel good with regards to what you're experiencing within your energetic connection with your beloved. It's going to be a challenge because like I said, we're breaking down the structure of what it is that we have been taught, what we believe, what has been ingrained in us, what's in our DNA on a molecular level with regards to relating in on all levels of our being. So know that when you're feeling this and you're experiencing this, you're just like at an advanced stage in the game, because you're actually moving towards getting to the other side of that challenge and realizing that, wait a minute, this is not going to be the same. Let me open myself up and surrender to what's happening and see what happens, because I know that regardless of what happens, everything is going to be okay. It's going to be different. It's going to be better than my wildest dreams. So let me focus on what my wildest dream is, and let me not focus on what I feel is lacking at this moment. Because when I focus on what is lacking, that's what I'm going to get. Whatever I focus on is what I'm going to manifest, especially if you are a twin flame. Especially if you are at this level where you realize what is happening, and you can go through the process of identifying what emotions you're feeling with regards to the experience while you're being triggered, and work with that energy and heal in any capacity that you can possibly heal with whatever tools it is that you have and have learned and acquired over the years. So being at this level is like it's like you're almost there. You're basically really almost there, but it feels like you're really not, because it's like, why am I going through this again? It's not that you're going through this again. It's just that you're going through this, and now you realize what it is that you're going through. So now that you realize what you're going through, and you realize how much power that you have and how many tools that you have under your belt, because you have come such a long way on your journey as a twin flame and on your journey in life, you could use all of those tools that you have acquired with regards to healing in all capacities to overcome the challenges that you're facing now when you're dealing with your beloved. You have gotten this far, like this, you've gotten this far that there's no reason to look back unless you're looking back and thinking, okay, what happened in the past, and what can I learn from that? How can I move forward? If you feel like you're going through the same cycle that you were going through before with your beloved, and I felt like that at some point as well, like I was going through, oh my God, we've gotten to this point, and I felt like we were in the process of harmonization, but why am I still going through the same thing again? It's, that gave me the opportunity to actually sit quietly with myself and think about, okay, 7 years ago, I felt like this. But what is it that I did 7 years ago when I did feel like this to help myself work with this energy and heal through this challenge? And when I did that, I was able to remember the healing modalities and the different activities that I did to help me work through that challenging part of the journey. And now I was able to use them and implement so many more tools that I have acquired over the course of my twin flame journey. So, yeah, I wanted to share that with you because it's so important, and especially, as a female, I find that more so females, and that's not to say that males are not there either. It's just that I feel like females may be at a little more advanced level when it comes to this twin flame dynamic because they're more interested in the romantic aspect of it. So when romance comes involved, especially when it comes to females, we will just go hard with it. We will become freaking experts at it. And that's what it seems like is happening. But on top of that, what's happening is because we are so into that romantic side of it, the majority of females are forgetting that we are mission based as well. And the romance can definitely come along with the mission. However, in order for you to get that romance, you have to be more focused on the mission. It took me a long time to realize that in my wildest dreams, I would love for my beloved and I to just be in love with each other and love each other. And it's him and I against the world, and we're working with all of the other twin flames and all of the other enlightened beings that are on the earth, and angels and light workers and everything. And, people just feel the love emanating from us, and we just love each other, and time stands still with each other, and all of this other beautiful romantic stuff, right? That is my wildest dream, and I'm pretty sure that is going to happen. However, if that is my main focus, that's kind of egotistical and selfish. Basically, yeah. So that's what we as feminines and females are putting out into the universe. This is the only thing that I want. Me, 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 me. And this energetic connection is not about me, 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 me. It's about breaking that me, 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 and fostering something that is more holistic that everybody can align with. And in doing that and realizing that, yeah, that love feeling is there, love comes in many different facets and levels. And once you are able to realize and understand that love that you have for your beloved twin flame and how you want them and you just want everything to be perfect, that's already within you. That's already within you. And that's the part that you have to harmonize with within you in order to get what it is that you desire. But you also have to understand that we are mission based. And first and foremost is the mission. The mission is to break down all of that. Oh my God, I love him. I want to be with him. I want him. That's the part that has to break down. That has to break down, and it has to break down within us first. And once we get past that, we will see that, oh my goodness, all of this time, they did love us. They did want to be with us. They did. But because I was so focused on them, they were focused on themselves as well, because it is a mirror. It is we're reflections of each other. So it's very interesting, interestingly complex, but simple if you really sit quietly with yourself and think about it. It's about breaking down like all of those that wanting to be in that relationship that you know that fairy tale relationship that you know exists. It does exist. However, that structure of your belief of it that's ingrained within you has to break down and be built into something new that we don't know what it is. That's the scary part about it. We don't know what it is. We just have to go with the flow. That's scary. That's, uncertainty. That's just could be chaotic. Your emotions are all over the place, and you want to try to have some type of control over this whole process. But we really can't. That's why we have to, like, when you get to this stage or any stage, the one of the best things to do is just feel whatever it is that you're feeling at whatever capacity that you can handle, integrate it, release it, and surrender. Surrender and just take a couple of deep breaths and be like, you know what? I trust in the divine and the universe with regards to this energetic connection. I trust that this will work out better than my wildest dreams. And I surrender to the process, I surrender to the journey. And I know that the only thing that I have control of is my emotions and how I react to my experiences. That is liberating and that's freeing. That's freeing. It really is. And if you can get to that point in any of the challenges that you experience within this energetic connection, you will find that that is an extremely powerful and empowering mantra or just something to say, you know, because it frees you of wanting to always have control. But it also gives you the power to know that regardless of what happens, you are always being supported, loved, and protected. And all of your dreams, desires, wants, and needs will be fulfilled greater than your wildest dream. You just have to release whatever your wildest dream is. Let it break down so that the divine can build it back up into the beauty that they have for you. So, fam, my beloved twin flames, I hope this helps if you're experiencing any challenges within your journey at this moment. Remember that the challenges that you're facing are more than likely because you are struggling and resisting the deterioration and the breakdown of your beliefs with regards to relationships and how you relate. If you could figure out a way to release that, whether it be meditation, candle work, past life regression work, doing yoga, mantras, singing, dancing, drawing, whatever type of therapeutic and healing modality that you use it. You could even stack them. You could do tapping, whatever the case is. Use the tools that you have, the tools that you have acquired throughout your entire journey. You are more powerful than you think that you are. Just sit with yourself and ask yourself and your team and the universe and your twin flame guides for help, your higher self as well, and your ancestors. And you will get the help that you need. You know exactly what it is that you need to do. Be gentle with yourself, be loving with yourself, hold space for yourself and your twin flame, and know that everything will work out better than your wildest dreams. I hope this video helped you in some way, and stay connected with me because I'm going to stay connected with you. I'll check you later, fam.